Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy, the boy, Mr. Hout. Nice to see you all again. Second day uploading just some random shit that's on my mind. Today, I kind of want to fucking go over something that was very near and dear to me in the last like month and a half, 2 months. And that is the story, the manga of Berserk. Brother, this manga fucking I was not doing fucking shit the last like month and a half, uh, except reading this from front to back. Right? It's such a fucking amazing story. I don't even know how to like put it into words. Like the feelings it gave me. It's like I don't even know. It's just fucking I don't know. Crazy ass story. Amazing. I don't know if you've. I mean, obviously, I don't know if you've read it or not, but if you haven't read it, read that shit. There's some reasons I think that anyone can kind of vibe with this manga. This I'm not a huge manga reader myself. I do partake and dabble in anime quite a bit. I'm a big little fucking stupid freak. I used to sell figures and all that shit. I love anime. But manga never really scratched that same itch, right? So I was reading up online of like I was just bored out of my brain, right? So I decided to look up some kind of manga that's like like super highly rated, blah 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 blah. And this is the one I ended on. Let me tell you, did not disappoint, brother. This story, Berserk, right? I'm not gonna give any spoilers out because I want anyone who's watching this video, listening to this video, that hasn't read this story to read this fucking story, bro. The way the story kind of goes without blowing any like content arcs or anything like that. There's a main character named Guts. He's like this fucking uh, basically like the ultimate sufferer, right? As in his life from conception, from birth to fucking where the manga is at now is just like pure fucking suffering, right? Just bad shit on bad shit. But like in between the bad shit, there's like stories of him learning like how to get comfortable with the thought of hope when all he's known is like suffering and despair, and how to get comfortable with the idea of friendship when all he's known is like people betraying him and doing him dirty. The manga basically shows like a crazy uh like dichotomy of how things can be so people and things and events and actions can be so evil. Like the climax of the Golden Age arc is the most destructive, disgusting, uh, like bad things someone can do to another person, right? But then there's sections in other parts of the story of like being able to not lean on your own power and your own like will to like fight through something, and realizing that there's times where that willpower isn't enough to get you there. You're going to have to lean on someone. And even when you think everyone's out to get there, there's always going to be those people that kind of like force light on your perspective. uh there's so many moments in this manga that like you think it's this, but then it's that. And I don't mean that as in like a CSI fucking like, oh, that we got you with the fucking plot switch, little dummy. We just flipped the script on you. You thought he was the bad guy, now he's the bad guy. Granted, there is like a handful of that, not really anything to speak of, but like more so of like you think you understand how a character's arc is gonna progress, and a lot of them are kind of cut and dry, but uh, there's like these slight nuances that show how someone who is completely evil, or someone who is completely good, or someone who is completely driven by a goal, they won't make it there strictly on their willpower, and they'll have to uh, delve into the good or delve into the evil a little bit to get to that goal, right? No one's goal has been like officially reached in like Berserk itself as it stands. I think there's like 368, something like that. Chapters. I read all those things in like a month or two. I mean, it could have cranked them out faster, but between work and life and shit, couldn't crank it out as fast as I'd like to. But goddamn, I loved every second of it. I did not want it to end, man. Like, if you've ever thought like of reading a manga or something like that, Berserk is the one to get into for real, for real. Uh, R.I.P. fucking Miura or Kentaro Miura. That's the artist and the creator of Berserk. Literal fucking legend. Like, basically built the seinen genre from like like built the trope of seinen manga and seinen anime like from like just about fucking scratch. Like the dude is literally uh, a legend, like in every sense of what that word means. And it sucks that he's not going to be around to continue to make the manga, but his friend who ended up picking it up, a couple chapters have released since he's like started on it. I think the next one comes out in like December or something, and I'm hyped for it because the ones that were released that he made, or at least I think he's the one that made like the last one or last two. They're different. The art style's a little bit different, but I can definitely rock with it, and I think it's going to continue, and I think it's going to be the legendary manga series that it is and continue to be that. So, long story short, thank you for watching. I don't I don't know who the fuck I'm trying to reach with this video, but if you have not read Berserk, please read Berserk. Even if you're not like a manga head, just give it a shot. And if you're not a manga head, start at the Golden Age arc. I know people like to say, "No, the Black Swordsman arc, it's really really good." It is really good. But if you're just trying to delve into a story and you start on Black Swordsman, that's going to turn you away, especially if you're not like a huge manga head or something. Start on Golden Age arc. It starts from Guts' conception, from where he's born to where like to the story continuing. Black Swordsman arc is like kind of drops you into the middle of nowhere and you're with Guts and you're like, okay, what the fuck is going on? There's a little fucking fairy. What the fuck is this shit? Start at Golden Age. Read Black Swordsman, but read it on your own time. Or start on Black Swordsman. I don't know. It's up to you, man. You guys are sick. Mwah.